Can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me now. I don't know if you can or not. Hopefully you can. As soon as somebody is here. I don't hear anything, so that's not good. Oh, I have my thing turned off. Holy cow. Oh, I have my thing turned off. Holy cow. Yay, I have sound. Yay, we have sound. Woohoo. Yay. As I was saying, when you couldn't hear me, I'm just off a little bit this week, if you know what I mean. And technical difficulties aren't helpful. They're just not helpful. All right, so we've got some exciting things to try today. And if we can, we're going to squeeze in 3 brands this morning. Grumbacher was gracious enough to send some colors for us to try. And they sent these big, huge tubes, which are just, I mean, these are ginormous. They are almost half an ounce, 0.47 it looks like. And Grumbacher is one of the brands that I like because their tubes have a nice big fat lid, so they're easy to get off, at least on this size. Now, full disclosure, I do already own some Grumbacher paints. Just a few. I also have a few generics in this bag. And they have these little Academy. Grumbacher makes the Academy watercolors with these little tiny lids. These, I think, are the student grade. And the ones they sent me are the artist grade. So they do have a couple different grades of paint. There's another generic one. So when I do my, I do have more generics in here. Hang on, let's get the generics out of the way. All right. So when I do my, see now you're going to wish you didn't have sound with all that crinkly noise. Okay. So when I do my little inventory swatch page later off camera, I'll be including these Academy acrylics, which is the student grade, and I'll mark. I'll put some kind of like asterisk or something about which ones are which. Oh, there's another. That wasn't Grumbacher. This is kind of my like leftovers bag. It's mostly Grumbacher. So I do have quite a few of the Academy acrylics. They are affordable, and although they're student grade, they're pretty well pigmented. And they're I think that I got these at Hobby Lobby. I don't think they're super hard to find. And then I own a few of the artist acrylics because they were on clearance at an art supply store that I like to go to when I'm in that area of the Bay Area, Lens Art in Santa Cruz. And they have these 3 particular colors of the Grumbacher artist acrylics. I mean, artist watercolors. So I do own these 3: indigo, Davies gray, and alizarin crimson. Oh, burnt alizarin, sorry. I even have my reading glasses on and I can't see. See, I'm all thrown off now. Doesn't take much today to throw me off. All right. So they sent me bismuth yellow. Hey, everybody. How are you? A little creative. Yasna, Michelle, Teresa. Good morning. Okay, so bismuth yellow, cadmium orange, true red, sap green, Prussian blue, and dioxazine purple. And here are our other, I pulled pages out of the book. It's a little easier to work with. Oh, you're welcome, Emma. That's what this whole thing is about. And as we started doing the few watercolor brands that I own, and I'm a watercolor like hoarder, a collector. So I should use collector. It's a nicer word. You know, but I can't afford to buy any more paints. I mean, you know, we're all art supply poor. So I started writing to different companies to see if they would send me more paint. And I'm, you know, happy to do that. And, you know, we'll keep doing this. And some of you, are, Michelle, can you PM on Facebook Nancy Dale and ask her, tell her I'm live right now, that I'm not having any more technical issues, so she can come over and watch so I don't have to do it. I'd appreciate that. I'm happy to write these companies and see how many brands we can get so we can do this, because I want you all to make an educated decision that what brand you decide to go with is going to be different for everybody, depending on your budget and what you're doing with them. You know, maybe you don't care about light fastness because you're just doing greeting cards. You still are going to want to know which ones are better pigmented than the others. Maybe you're going to want to end up with a palette. Like, honestly, I love Daniel Smith paints and it's my #1 favorite brand, but this is a palette I use a lot. And this palette has 6 different brands in it. So, and we're going to be, only own 3 Celier paints. They sent me 3 samples. So I have the 3 colors. So we're going to be working with those, but this is this is one of my favorite palettes to work with. And Michelle, I might be bringing this to Las Vegas, just FYI. I haven't decided yet. I do have my little one too. It's my normal travel palette, but all right, let's get started. So we're going to do our yellows, orange, red, green, blue, and purple. All right. And then this is Grumbacher. And this is the artist. Hey, Nancy, you made it. Yay. And I'm going to market Grumbacher Artist Watercolors since I do own the other ones. I don't think that we're going to swatch them today. In fact, I know we're not going to. I don't have anything close to the right colors. But at some future point, if we decide to put them, then. No, actually, my husband is really great about it. And I usually do it when I'm with family. I do it early in the morning while they're all still sleeping. Hey, Sharon. Or in the evening when we get back while they're all, you know, putting their feet up and relaxing from, you know, all the walking around and touristy things we've done. I work it in around, you know, what they want to do. So I'm actually going to Las Vegas with a couple of art friends, no husbands. we're going to art and sightsee. That's what we're going for. And we're going to do some filming, and we're going to do some classes, little lessons while we're there, and that sort of thing. All right, so now we want to put in the squares with this brand, we want to put the color names that we're using. Even though you're on vacation, everybody, you know, is entitled to sort of their own time. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of need a few minutes during the day or in the evening or morning or something just to myself, to sort of unwind and relax. And that's usually the time that I use when I'm on vacation to do art. Yeah, mine too, Michelle. Okay, so I'm going to put some of these Grumbacher paints in this small palette that I have. And mine uses that time to, you know, watch some car show on the TV or sports, or, you know, whatever when we're on vacation that I don't like to do. Yeah, I can't stand the craziness if I don't get a few minutes to myself. I love these caps. They're so easy to take on and off. I should probably leave those out. Okay, and green. Yeah, my husband will go, you know, down to the bar and have a drink, or go to the pool, or he'll sit, like I said, and watch, you know, some TV, or he'll read one of his books on Freemasonry or something like that. Or he'll plan the next day. All right, so now we've got our paints, and we're going to be using, I need a rag, don't I? Yeah. I told you guys I'm just off today. I feel like I need an extra cup of coffee. Okay. So we're going to be using our brushes today, Royal and Langnickel. I don't know if it's aired yet or not, but they sent me a box of watercolor paints that we'll be working with and swatching in the future. They also sent me a bunch of their Zen watercolor brushes, which I already owned one, a big flat one, and I loved it. And I got it on clearance or something somewhere. I didn't buy any more because I don't, you know, I'm a watercolor and art supply hoarder, so I'm trying not to buy any more stuff. But I do like the brush a lot, and they sent me more, so I'm anxious to use them. So we're going to use them today. So these are by Royal and Langnickel. They're not super expensive. This is their Zen line for watercolor, and this is the round number 8. And I already have the flat, and I love the flat. Okay, so here we go. These are the Grumbacher artist grade paints. Nice yellow. Now that is because of the color of yellow that it is. It's a nice bright yellow, but it's a little bit, it's not super, it doesn't seem to be super transparent. It seems like it's a little bit chalky. But with any of these colors, even with a gouache, if you add more water to it, it'll be more transparent. Hey, Eileen, how are you? Yeah, when I'm on vacation, so in regards to the earlier conversation, I actually do less of watching of YouTube videos. Like in the morning, when I'm home, I watch your guys' videos, and then I come art. But when I'm on vacation, I spend that time working in my journals and doing art instead of watching videos while I'm having my coffee. I love that sap green. This is Prussian blue, which is a blue that I usually love across all brands. It's more of a turquoisey blue. See, look at that. It's a great ocean color. And then dioxazine purple is one of my favorite purples, again, across all brands, it seems like. Nice purple. Okay, so that's the Grumbacher. Now let's do the Celier. It's going to be easy because I only have 3 colors. Celier is a French watercolor. It's definitely artist quality. A lot of their colors are really bright and vibrant, and they're all, most of them are light fast. I will be updating the Watercolor Wednesday page this afternoon with pictures of these tests and also links to the manufacturer websites and stuff like that later today. So look for that. So we have Cineris blue. Yeah, they are. The Celier A paints, though, are made with, oh, I wrote the blue in the yellow column. Holy cow. Told you guys I'm off today. Let's write the blue down here. I almost did it wrong again. Got to get the white out. The Celier paints are made with honey as a binder instead of, hey, Lori, instead of like gum arabic. So they never, when you're squeezing them out into a palette, they never really completely dry out. They stay sticky. Like I heard, what's M. Graham does that too. Yeah, technical difficulties, YouTube issues. You haven't missed much. Okay, so, and then I have yellow light. So I only have the 3 colors, but we'll swatch what I have. And this is my, yeah, I'm not blaming anybody. You know, I have a technical black thumb, Lori, so it's probably my fault. Okay, so I only have the 3 colors, and they come in these little sample packets that actually hold quite a bit of paint. It filled a whole full pan and then another half. So this is the yellow, and this is their yellow light. And you can see from comparing it to the Grumbacher one, this is not because of the different brands. This is because of the different colors. How this one's really light and kind of like chalky, like it has a lot of white in it. Some people prefer a natural binder like honey to gum arabic. I'm not super picky about it. The thing that bothers me about honey is that they stay sticky, and I'm not a big fan of that. I like to carry my paints around in a palette like the one that you see. So therefore, I like them to dry out, especially because I do take them around with me like on vacation. Some people prefer the honey as a binder. I think it's a matter of opinion. Celier are also pretty expensive, so you have to factor that into what your budget. Look at those pretty colors. Aren't they gorgeous? And what about the Grumbacher, Michelle? Can we get that? Yeah, exactly. So I would worry about things like that. It stays sticky. It is a honey product, so it's going to attract bugs and bees and that sort of thing. That's not a great thing. Okay, now this is my actual travel palette. This is the one I take when I go out of town. I took the inside insert out so that I could get more paints in it, and the pans have magnets on the bottom. This is, again, a mixed palette, and it has... This says 21 colors, 21 of my favorite colors across some different brands, including Koi. I can't get the color key out. Okay. And it's mostly Koi and Daniel Smith because I had the Koi paints. I don't mind the Koi paints. They are definitely a student grade, but they're pretty well pigmented and they're affordable. And I had some pans. I gave some away, but I had some pans and I wanted to use them up. So let's see what colors we have here that'll work. Yellow. Let's see. No worries, Teresa. The recording will be on YouTube later. So let's do lemon yellow. I'm glad it's just not me that's having YouTube issues this morning, because it's just, I'm not sure. It's making me crazy. I'm trying to pick similar colors. Let's see. To what I have. So the two Grumbacher and Celier are about the same. Koi, of course, are very inexpensive. One of my issues with Koi, a couple issues with Koi. one of my biggest issues with them is I don't have, let's see, let's do cobalt blue. Hold on, let me write. I can't, you know, I just can't multitask this morning. The older I get, the less likely that is to happen. I'm going to, hang on, I'm going to turn off. Here we go. I don't think it's going to make any difference, but I'm going to turn off the Wi-Fi on my telephone. Okay, and we're shutting down the printer. I don't think it's me. It's probably the internet connection, or yeah, I don't know, because we're not even on Wi-Fi. We're hardwired into my PC. So I have no idea. It could be Google Plus. All right, so one of my issues with koi is that the little cake pans are not refillable. They have their tube sets, but their tube sets do not carry all of the same colors in it as are in the cakes. So that, unless they, I know they're coming out with some new stuff this year. Maybe they've changed that, but I don't know. Yeah, Michelle, by the way, is my technical guru person when Bob is not here. Let's see. Okay, I can only check one, and if I unclip it, you guys are gonna, I'm gonna go black for a minute. The other one's like behind the PC. If you guys can deal with it, we'll leave it. All right, so one of my issues with koi is that you can't refill the pans, and I don't like that. All right, so lemon yellow. This is going to be similar to the bismuth yellow in that it looks like it has like white gouache in it. It's a little bit chalky. All right, and then we have the permanent orange. I do have to say, with the problems aside with refilling the cakes, I like the koi paints. They're a student grade, and you know, that means they're not as light fast as the artist grade, but they're pretty well pigmented and they're super affordable. I just don't like that they're not refillable. I've done a lot of paintings with them though, and this is the kit that actually always goes on vacation with me. This is supposed to be a 12 pan kit, but like I said, I took it apart, took the insert part of it out, and I put magnets on the bottom of all my little pans so I could get more colors in it still stay in a small space. And then I filled in the gap with a piece of sponge. But as you can see, they're a little bit chalky. All of the colors are a little bit chalky, and kind of opaque, more than being transparent. But they're nice. And, you know, add more water to it. That'll, you know, lighten up the color and also give you more transparency. So there's our 3 colors comparatively. I should write koi on there. I'm telling you guys, the technical difficulties just throw my brain into a tizzy. Okay. And I know it's not my I should say, Michelle, I know it's not my camera because before I go live on the air, I always check the view with the camera software on the PC to make sure everything's lined up and the tripod's okay. And I didn't get these lines. So it's got to be a Google Plus and YouTube thing. All right. So that's our first test. And here are our other colors that we've done already, our other brands. You see what I mean about, I love this purple. It's very like the Mayberry blue purple. So those are nice. I will be scanning this later for you all. All right, now let's do some little test paintings. And this time I'll try to just do the paint in one instead of, I don't know if you guys all watched last week, I screwed up and I went to go paint all the little houses with the same brand of paint. I had to take a deep breath. Okay, so we've marked which one is which. So now first we will do the Grumbacher. Now again, just like before, you're going to start with your lightest color and you're going to put that down first where the sun would be hitting your image that you're painting. And you could definitely do this, you know, when you get together with your friends, maybe to do some arty parties and create your own swatch book. You definitely could do this with a stamped image. You don't have to draw it. You could just get one stamp and stamp it with Stays On or some other brand of permanent ink, waterproof ink, and do it there. Getting some nice like blending and kind of blooming on the paper in the water with these paints. Now, of course, our Celier one is going to look quite a bit different because I only have 3 colors, but we'll make it work. Royal and Langnickel had one of these sponges in the case they sent. If the video for that hasn't aired yet, it will be soon. They sent me this big box full of stuff, so it was really cool. All right, keep going. If anybody has any questions, you guys can ask them. Hello, how are you?